West Ham United have won the BoyleSports Cup. Champions again. Champions again. Champions again. Ole, ole. It wasn't the best match in the world, all right? We're going to talk about the game, but I'm feeling like I'm in a good mood. I've just done a watch along with people, had a bit of fun doing that. We won the cup. It's a bit of fun. It's pre-season. We won it on pens. It was nice. It was fun. Anyway, if you're new to Hammer Chat, please do subscribe and also do drop a like on the video as well by clicking the thumbs up button. Those people that join me in the watch along, we've got over 1,000 likes on the watch along. That doesn't happen very often. So massive thank you to them. But it means you lot, you're under pressure. 1,500 likes, please. Right, let's talk about the match. I'm going to get grumpy. Then I'm going to get happy-ish. A game of two halves for me. First half, I didn't like it. I thought we were terrible in the first half, actually. Started with our 3-5-2 formation. You know, the one. We had the same issues as we had against Bournemouth, against Everton. Not so much against Everton because of the way that Everton played. It wasn't really a problem. But certainly against Bournemouth, it was a big issue. Their fullbacks getting lots of space, lots of time. Our press not being very good. And I thought that was evident in the first half. I thought we were sitting off them. And when we did try and press them, we weren't very good at it. Going forward, we offered very, very little. Now, I need to be clear here. Up until they made it 1-0, Areola had nothing to do. Nothing at all. Their goalkeeper had nothing to do. We had two chances in the first half. The first one came because Bowen nicked the ball, broke in from the right-hand side, very tight angle. Decent enough stop, but one you'd expect him to make. It would have taken something very impressive for Bowen to score from that angle. Then the second one, Bowen found himself down the left-hand side up against two defenders. Should never have got away from them. He somehow managed to wiggle free, cut it back for Ward-Prowse. His effort went wide. Lille had a couple of opportunities that went quite close as well. And then it was Giroud. Fantastic ball by Andre to Giroud. Great ball, great first touch, brilliant finish. It was just a superb goal. However, I need to see the replay that shows the angle regarding our defence because Giroud appeared to be about a few yards behind Aguerd and Kilman and Todibo. Wan-Bissaka was the furthest defender back. So without seeing a conclusive angle, I can't definitively say, but my suspicion is that Wan-Bissaka is keeping him on side. But our centre-backs didn't know where Giroud was. They almost seen the ball go over and turn around. Hang on a minute, why is this guy here? But it was a fantastic bit of striker play from Giroud. A first half lacking quality, but one bit of quality, and that came from him. From West Ham's perspective, as I mentioned, our pressing wasn't very good. In possession, we weren't great. It was quite slow. I think Lille had most of the possession. It certainly felt like that. They looked very comfortable with the ball. We had a couple of breaks, but that was about it. There wasn't much to enjoy, but defensively, we were comfortable enough. Whether that was down to our defense being good or Lille just not really offering much, a bit of both, really. I think when we are defending our box, when we are back on the 18-yard line, I think we're okay defensively. The organization's good. The structure is quite good. But when the ball's on the halfway line, that's when I think we're all at 6s and 7s. I really do not like this pressing from us or lack of pressing from us. I'm going to discuss it in detail later on in the week because I'm going to go get some clips together. Well, not clips. I'm going to go get some stills together of the match. I can demonstrate what I'm talking about. But it's concerning me a little bit because I feel like it's happening again and again in pre-season. And the tempo's a bit lower than it usually will be. You do that in the Premier League, I think we're going to get punished by a few teams for it. So I'm quite concerned about that. So anyway, the first half, it wasn't good. We were not good. It wasn't really enjoyable. It was quite worrying, actually. Because it was like, if we play like this, we're in trouble. But I appreciate we may not play like this. But this is where I think you can apply it's only pre-season to some things. But I think other things, it's hard to say that. Because what we were seeing in the first half feels familiar compared to last season that we'd seen under Potter in the Premier League. I felt like we were seeing that in the first half. This wasn't something that was out of the ordinary. And we thought, oh, well, we don't normally play like that. Let's ignore it. It felt like we've seen it quite a few times. Now, what I will say, I enjoyed the second half. I enjoyed it. I think we were better in the second half. Potter didn't change much at half time, but I felt like the passes were a lot quicker. I thought our press was a lot more aggressive. I thought Wan-Bissaka and Diouf were getting higher up to press. I thought our centre-backs were taking more responsibility when it came to defending. They were on the halfway line, one-on-one with players. Giroud, Kilman, Todibo, they all had a direct opponent, and we were pushing the wing-backs up. At times, even Potts was getting up to help press from the front. I thought in the second half, our pressing was much better, much more aggressive. Felt like we were playing with a bit more energy, a higher tempo. In possession, I thought the ball was getting moved quicker. That opportunity that we had where Fullrkug headed it and it got tipped over the bar, loved it. I absolutely loved it. That bit of play. They had a throw in. Diouf won it. There was a couple of passes. Potts got it, spun his man. Some more passing down the left. And it went over to the right-hand side with Bowen and Walker-Peters, who was on the pitch at this point. Got played back to Wan-Bissaka, who just went accurate with his cross to the back post for Fullrkug, got his head on it. There wasn't enough pace in the cross, so Fullrkug had to generate the power. Went for the far corner and it got tipped over the bar. But I thought the passage of play from us was good. I enjoyed that. And it's one of them I look at and I think, can we just replicate this over longer periods of the game? I appreciate we can't play like that for 90 minutes, okay? I accept that. I'm not asking for that. I'm asking to see it in both halves of football rather than just one. But I thought that spell in particular was enjoyable. And then when Bowen had his shot, it was a bit direct. Diouf went long, Fullrkug cushioned his header down, who up until then, I thought in the first half, I thought he was winning a lot of headers, Fullrkug. They were just going nowhere near a teammate. Now, a lot of the time it was down to him, and a lot of the time was down to good defending because they weren't winning it, but they were putting pressure on him and nudging him. But some of the time it was just down to no one being around him. That the ball was going to him and he went to win it. Even Bowen was 15 yards away from him. So he sort of had to head it into space and hope that someone could get there. But in the second half, that header down to Bowen was fantastic. Bowen, bang, tipped over onto the bar and out for the corner. But it was good football. I enjoyed some of the football in the second half. I thought we were much better in the second half. I don't think Areola was bothered that much. I can't recall Lille going too close. They went close on one occasion, but ricocheted off a couple of people and trickled past the post. Our set pieces, we were winning pretty much all of them, I thought. The headers weren't causing trouble, but I thought Kilman, Fullrkug, Giroud all won a header from a corner. That was a bit better. It was good to see a little bit of invention and creativity from one of our free kicks, the one Paqueta took, played it along the deck to Fullrkug, peeled off the defence. High and wide, but it was nice to see something different. Ward-Prowse's free kicks were not good today. I think when he tried to shoot from a free kick, I thought it was a bit selfish. But second half, by and large, I enjoyed it. Wasn't keen on the subs. Rodriguez coming out, we finished the game with Rodriguez, Souček, and Ward-Prowse in midfield. It's not something I want to see. I have no desire to see it. Now, today, we were okay, but there were a lot of warning signs playing that midfield because I thought on 3 or 4 occasions we were getting done in the middle, and it was big time as well. They were skinning Ward-Prowse, turning, and they were running at our defence, and we were committing fouls. We were pulling players back or whatever. At one point, I kid you not, Fullrkug bypassed those 3 and put a tackle in halfway into our half. He ran back and won the ball. I didn't like that makeup of midfield. Now, while I think we played better in the second half, and in possession we were better, and I thought Souček was involved in the final third when he came on, I don't want to see that trio. It gave me the fear. I'm not going to lie. I thought Walker-Peters looked all right when he came on down that right-hand side. I thought he had some good link-up with Bowen. And in the second half, I felt like Bowen was just peeling off to the right side a little bit. Whereas in the first half, I thought he was quite central with Fullrkug. In the second half, I felt like he was popping up on the right a few times. And that was helping. I thought that was working. Much better. Diouf, every time he got the ball, he's looking to cross it. I'm all for it. They won't always work. There was a couple today, a bit mishit. Not a problem. Keep on hitting them early. Keep on hitting them early. He's building a relationship with his teammates. They know when he gets it, get on your toes, get on the move. If you're Thomas Souček or Niclas Fullrkug, 2 players really good in the air, and you've got Diouf out wide and he picks the ball up, it must be incredible knowing that he's going to cross it. So you can just get ready to attack the ball in the air. It must be good. And that's something I think we'll see quite often during the season. I don't necessarily have a desire to see it from the start of games or for every game, but if we're needing a goal, if we're let's just say we're 1-0 down to Sunderland with 15, 20 minutes to go, I think getting the ball out wide to Juve and having Souček in the box will be our, call it our get out of jail card a little bit. We can just start loading him up, firing them in and getting Souček on the end of them. I think we could get a few goals from that assist and goal scorer combination this season. Didn't see it today. There wasn't anything there for me today to go brilliant. If anything, I thought Souček was coming out the box to link up with you down that left-hand side on a couple of occasions. So a bit of a mixed bag for me. The first half was really bad, like terrible. I know I probably don't sound like I'm angry or concerned. It's a pre-season friendly. I can only get so disappointed or so happy, right? We could have won 4-0 and I would have enjoyed it, but I wouldn't suddenly start predicting European football next season because we beat Lille in a friendly. It just won't happen. Likewise, if we get beat, I'm not going to say that's it, we're finishing 20th now. So because it's a friendly, it doesn't really impact my mood that much. So the first half was concerning and a bit worrying. And the second half, better. Not perfect, but I thought there was a big improvement between the two halves. And the tempo just raised that a little bit more, which made it a bit more enjoyable. I thought there was some good passes or plays in the second half as well. So I'm hoping. The thing is, every friendly I've watched, I've felt we need a new goalkeeper and a new midfielder. I thought coming into the summer, goalkeeper, midfielder. Every friendly, I feel like I'm watching it going, yeah, goalkeeper, midfielder. Now we've got the goalkeeper, brilliant. I feel like I'm still watching it going, we need a new midfielder now. The new midfielder is crucial to how comfortable I will feel next season. Today was just another 90 minutes of evidence for me, which says we really need a new midfielder. And depending on who we get, that is going to impact how you feel for next season. I'm happy. I'm buzzing with the Hermansen signing. Delighted with it. I'm happy with what I'm seeing from Juve thus far. I'm happy with the signing of Walker Peters. But I've almost got a cap because it depends on the midfielder. And today was just another display that says this needs fixed. This needs fixed. Anyway, before I go, thank you to IronX for the £5 super chat. Thank you to Michael for the super chat as well. Saying brilliant as always. Thank you. No, thank you. Alex, who joined me for the duration. Michael was in the watch along too. Alex, thank you very much for the £5 super chat. And thank you for joining me in the watch along. And also thank you to Rob, who said sloppy in the first half. Seemed like there was more desire to attack and get the ball to the danger area in the second half. Feel like there's more to come to. I completely agree with that. Apart from the more to come, I'm hesitant to say that because I don't think I've got the evidence to feel like there's more to come. But I agree the second half there was more from us. I don't think I've changed. It was a bit like the Bournemouth game and the Everton game, really. I enjoyed the Everton game, but I feel like how I feel about next season, I still feel like that. We've had a game of football in between. I don't really feel like I've got more confident or less confident. I'm still just where I am. Obviously, we've got the build up to the Sunderland game coming up, so we'll discuss how we're feeling ahead of the new season. We'll do videos all about that kind of stuff. But yes, Smidge, yes, sorry. We drew 1-1. In terms of the goal, I haven't even spoken about West Ham goal, have I? Sorry about that. It came from the pressing. Their goalkeeper hesitated. He held onto the ball for too long. Fullrkug went after him. He forced him to play it backwards towards his corner flag where he had a defender. He gave it to a different defender. They were in the corner. But Bowen and Walker Peters and Souček were in there chasing them because Fullrkug had started the press. They'd gone with him. So Walker Peters sort of got a toe to it. It fell to Bowen. Lovely ball to Souček. Played him in behind the defence. Who's on the byline. And Fullrkug just held his run. Similar to what he did the other night against Bournemouth when the ball came in and Bowen cut back to him. Fullrkug just held his run. He knows the defenders naturally are going to gravitate towards the goal. So he just stayed where he was. Souček cut it back to him and he popped it off into the back of the net. It was a simple goal, but it came from the press. It came from quick passing, good movement, good understanding. I really like that goal. I really like it. We are capable of pressing good as a team. Unfortunately, in the first half, I think it showed that we are capable of pressing badly as a team. If we get it right, it can work wonders. But if we get it wrong, you can cut through us. And I guess that's the risk when any team presses, really. It does need a lot of tweaking. I think it needs a lot of fine tuning. We're not there yet. Green shoots, maybe. But wait and see. Anyway, right. I'm off skis. I'll be live tomorrow. Going to go early. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. I'll be live tomorrow morning with a debrief show where we see what the Hammers Chat subscribers are saying. So you want to come and have your say, get your comments up on the screen here, and come join me at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. And we'll have a chat. We'll have a catch up about what people thought about today's game. But thank you very much. Before you go, please do drop a like on the screen, Hammers Chat. And I'll catch you tomorrow.